Hello all 9 people watching my video blog. Well, I just started it today, so that's what it is. Um, so first I want to say I've been posting a lot of blogs and videos today because my mood has been up over the past few days. It's actually been getting higher and higher and higher, which makes me think that I'm in hypomania right now. Not full-blown mania, but hypomania. Yeah, so then I'm going to talk about my medication and what each med does for me, why I'm on that particular medication rather than another. I'm sure a lot of people out there could relate to having to go through trial and error with medication. And like I've said, it took me 5 years to find the right meds, and I still have some problems because I'm a rapid cycler. I'll have to get put on more meds sometimes and then taken off more meds sometimes. So I just have to be really aware of my mental state and my emotional state. Okay, so I take Effexor ER 225 once a day. That's my antidepressant. It is classified as a serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor. And if you want to go a little further into that and what that means, it means that whenever one side of a neuron fires the serotonin or the norepinephrine, the other side of the neuron is waiting to receive it. With the reuptake inhibitor, not so much goes into it, but there's a lot of the chemicals in between the synapses that usually get drawn back up by the base from the first synapse. Sorry, I'm not explaining this very well. I haven't thought about this in a while. But anyways, it leaves a lot more of that serotonin and norepinephrine readily available to be used by your body whenever you need it, because depressed people lack those, they're low. They have lower norepinephrine and serotonin levels. I've been on Effexor for about 8 months, and it's done its job. It's worked wonders for social anxiety. Generalized, not so much, but for social anxiety and my interactions with people, it's almost made me become a new person. You know, I'm extremely grateful for this medication. You know, it's been a wonder drug for me. I think a lot of the drugs I'm on have been wonder drugs for me, because I've tried so many different ones before. Okay, but the reason I'm on Effexor is because when I went to see a psychiatrist, I was in rehab. And that was my first visit with him, and he asked me, you know, about my mental history, and I was just like, I started writing down all this stuff, started writing down all these meds I've been on, meds I had good reactions to, meds that worked, meds that did not work, meds that I will never take. And I told him I was on Effexor in jail, and it worked for me. It helped give me motivation, and well, then it didn't decrease social anxiety, but that's because I was psychotic then. I was psychotic in jail. Oh my god. That is the worst thing in the world, being psychotic in a cell. You have nowhere to go. You have to run from your mind and run into the wall. And I joke about this, but you know, this shit actually really hurts me whenever I talk about it, because I have very bad memories of my psychoses. Okay, but anyways, I chose Effexor because, one, it is an SNRI, serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitor, as opposed to most modern age antidepressants are SSRIs, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And it does the same thing as an SNRI, except it only inhibits the reuptake of serotonin in specific synapses. I tried Lexapro, which led to my first suicide attempt. Do not drink on antidepressants, especially one that's made you manic. I didn't know what was going on, but I took Lexapro, and like after that first dose, I was speeding. I had all the energy in the world, and the next day, I slept that night barely, and then the next day, I took my next dose, and I started getting more and more energy, but then I started shaking, and then my thoughts started getting a little out of whack, and like I started, I was having racing thoughts, and I was really erratic and all over the place. And then that night, me and some friends decided to drink, and I drank gin. I don't ever drink gin again. I don't need to drink anything again. But me and my girlfriend ex-girlfriend, we were trying to work something out. I think at the time got into an argument, and it was really heartfelt. She said some mean things. I said some mean things. I was out of my gourd. I was manic and drunk and didn't know what to do. So I went to the kitchen, grabbed the most painful looking steak knife I could find. Or actually I grabbed a couple, just in case one didn't hurt enough. And this was the first time I had ever cut myself. So I don't know why I wanted to hurt myself so bad. I think I might have been trying to kill myself. I was trying to kill myself. I just didn't know how. I slit my wrist. I got 1, 2, 3 from that time, and then 1, and then 2. I don't know if you can see him over here. You see that? That. And I don't know. They're on there, man. You see that top one? I know you can. Yep. But anyways, that one, and then there's that one. You can't really see it that well from there. Huh. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get my hand off the screen. Let's get back on track. So, yeah, this is ADHD or some shit. I'm just all over the fucking place. I got so many thoughts going on inside my head. I gotta get them all out, or they're gonna build and build and build and build and build and build and build, and I'm gonna explode. Okay, so Lexapro caused me to try to kill myself. Prozac made me sleep for like 18 hours a day. Yeah, that's a no-go. And then my doc was like, oh, we'll cut your dose in half. And I said, okay. And then I never took it again. So that I was off medicine. Paxil, I took in jail, which actually worked. It worked for anxiety in there. And I continued to take it when I got out. It caused sexual dysfunction. Yeah. My girlfriend was not happy when I got out. Well, she was, but ex-girlfriend, whatever. Okay. Let me see. Blah 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 blah. I tried Zoloft. Zoloft was the very first one I ever tried, and I never really gave it a shot, I guess you could say. It's whenever I went to my first appointment. Scared shitless, thinking everyone can hear my thoughts, paranoid as fuck, and all I told the doctor is that I've been anxious. So he gave me Zoloft. He should have given me some motherfucking Haldol, some Xanax, and some like 300 milligram trazodone, because I was out of my fucking mind. Okay, so there's my antidepressant mix right there. But yeah, Try Effexor if you haven't tried it yet. If you're out there searching for different types of medication, something that's going to work either for depressive disorders or for anxiety disorders. Effexor is a more stimulating one. I highly recommend getting the extended release formulation because the Effexor instant release formulation has an extremely short half-life. You have to take it twice a day, and missed doses can cause withdrawals very soon. So yeah, get on the extended formulation of Effexor. But anyways, I'm just going to rant about that for this video because we're already at like 11 minutes. Let me see, I'm going to end with some closing words. I don't know. I guess I can say I love you all. Even though I don't know any of you, I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to one person, I'm talking to a billion. The fact that you are giving me an outlet and the possibility of an ear hearing my story, hearing my struggles, and hopefully relating to it and being able to gain some knowledge from that, to gain some insight, so that way you don't have to go through some of the things that I've gone through, which that's really my ultimate goal, is to get people aware, aware in other people, aware in themselves, signs and symptoms of mental illness. Yeah, I love you all. Bye.